first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Cannon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
They'll run on first down with Cannon. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9. To throw, it's Murray. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Good work after the catch. Gets them 15 and a first down. Fields now to throw. Man open is Robinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, Fields. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield, and now it's third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here is Montgomery on third and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Murray off play action. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run with Cannon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On first down, it's Cannon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the pylon. Caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darrell Daniels. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
After the sack on first down, Fields. It's complete to Robinson. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Completes it to Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing on first down is Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Murray now. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in at the 5. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Prater to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Bears 13. Matt Prater to kick off Arizona.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. A final shot before the break. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they are in at this stage of the game.
60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, it's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trend.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play. but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Prater for the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerged.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Robinson. Got some room at the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down and 4. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
34's the mic, 34's the mic, he's coming, check in.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There is 13.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground with Cannon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Come on.
Play fake. Murray. Flushed out right. Murray has the first down and more. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They give to Cannon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go again with Cannon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. They'll run again with Cannon. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trenton Cannon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
And they're not going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Cardinals 42, Bears 13. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2nd and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
A give. This is Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Fields to the veteran Robinson for the Chicago first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Fields now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5 and 7. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Chicago, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2 and 10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.